Welcome everyone to a night of theater. I'm here today to take you through the journey of Falstaff in Henry IV. We will begin the play with Falstaff at the Boar's Head Tavern that takes place when he is role-playing as Prince Hal. Ironically, in this monologue that you will be watching, Falstaff is, impersonating again Prince Hal, and he's talking to Prince Hal, who is role playing as his father, the King, Henry IV. And you find them here in this tavern, after a few drinks, they're being merry and they're having fun. But through his monologue, it gets pretty serious towards the end, where he tells the king, do not banish Falstaff, because if he banishes Falstaff, he is banishing the entire world. And it's ironic because at the end of the play, and you will see in the third scene, when Prince Hal becomes Henry V, he does in fact banish Falstaff. So that's the first scene. And then later on in the second scene, you will find Falstaff under very different circumstances. He finds himself walking through the fields before the battle begins between King Henry IV and Hotspur and his men. And here you find a very serious side again of Falstaff, a kind of very humble, where he's speaking about what honor is. It's one of the most, I think, powerful monologues that Falstaff has during this play. And then after that is after Hotspur has been killed by Prince Hal, and you find Falstaff pretending to be dead, so he can take credit for Hotspur's death. Once Prince Hal leaves the scene, Falstaff comes in, and he goes over the body of Hotspur and carries him on his shoulder, or drags him. And here he finds himself kind of as a hero. He wants to be that hero for Prince Hal so he can see how valiant he is. And then the final little scene that you will be watching and witnessing is where Falstaff goes up to Prince Hal after he's being reined in as King Henry V. And he is over himself with joy that his friend of so many years has now become king, and goes to him with, such a hope in his eyes, only to find himself being denied and being banished. So it's a wonderful little play of the journey of Falstaff, and I hope you enjoy it. And here we go. Thank you.
What, shall we be merry? Shall we have a play extempore? But to say no more harm in him than in myself were to say more than I know. That he is old, the more the pity his white hairs to witness it. But that he is, saving your reverence. A whoremaster I utterly deny. If second sugar be a fault, God help the wicked. If to be old and to be merry be a sin, then many an old host I know is damned. If to be fat to be hated, then pharaohs lean kind are to be loved. No, my good lord, banish Peto, banish Bardolph, banish Points, but sweet Jack Falstaff, kind Jack Falstaff, true Jack Falstaff, valiant Jack Falstaff, therefore more valiant, being as he is old Jack Falstaff. Banish not him thy Harry's company. Banish not him thy Harry's company. Banish plump Jack, and banish all the world.
'Tis not due yet. I would loath to pay him before his day. What need I be so forward with him that calls not on me? Well, 'tis no matter. Honor pricks me on, yeah, but how if honor prick me off when I come on? How then? Does honor set to a leg? No. Or an arm? No. Or take away the grief of a wound? No. Honor hath no skill in surgery, then? No. What is honor? A word? What is in that word honor? What is that honor? Air? A trim reckoning. Who hath it? He that died on Wednesday, doth he feel it? No. Doth he hear it? No. 'Tis insensible then, yeah, to the dead. But will it not live with the living? No. Why? The traction will not suffer it, therefore I'll none of it. Honor is a mere scutcheon, and so ends my catechism.
Emboweled. If thou embowel me today, I will give you leave to powder me and eat me to tomorrow. As blood was time to counterfeit, or that Turkeyman Scott had paid me Scott on a lot too. Counterfeit? I'd lie. I am no counterfeit. To die is to be a counterfeit. For he is but a counterfeit of a man who hath not the life of a man. But to counterfeit dying, when a man thereby liveth, is to be no counterfeit, but a true and perfect image of life indeed. The better part of valor is discretion, for which the better part I have saved my life. Zoons, I am afraid that this gunpowder Percy, though he be dead, but how if he should counterfeit too and rise? By my faith, I am afraid he would prove the better counterfeit. Therefore, I'll make sure, and I'll swear I killed him. Why may not he rise as well as I? Nothing confutes me, my eyes, and nobody sees me. Therefore, sirrah, with a new wound on your thigh, come you along with.
God save thy grace, King Hal, my royal Hal. God save thee, my sweet boy, my king, my Jove. I speak to thee, my heart. Banish not thee. Banish not thee. Banish plump Jack, and banish all the world.